Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go. Guys, 800 plus coaching clients that I've helped get rid of belly fat and just drop 30, 50, 100 plus pounds. Shouts out to my coaching client, Ann. She has the record right now with the amount of weight that she's dropped. She has dropped 105 pounds, y'all. A little over a year now. A little over a year, but 105 pounds. And so what I'm going to do in this podcast, I'm going to show you a meal plan. I'm going to give you, just copy it. Copy the meal plan, man. If you having a hard time losing your stomach, you having a hard time, you frustrated, you stepping on the scale, and you like, dang, I feel like I'm doing everything right, but the weight ain't coming up. My stomach ain't going down. Copy this meal plan that I'm getting ready to break down to you and watch your belly fat get flat. All right? I like where that's now. Watch your belly fat get flat. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and dive in, okay? So number one is, there's three things. There's three things on how you break this meal plan down, okay? The good part is, this is no fluff, okay? Everything I'm getting ready to give you, it's very simple. You just got to do it. You can't be lazy. If you lazy, I don't even know why you rocking with my content. Take your lazy snowflake ass somewhere else and go follow another snowflake trainer. Not over here. That ain't what we do over here. I'm giving you games so that you can execute on it, okay? So number one, we have to shift from, listen, there's mindset behind this too. Because a lot of y'all, you've been exposed to the right things, but you still ain't doing the right things because you just don't know. You don't have the right mindset, okay? And so as a coach, I have to help you help yourself. So just me helping you help yourself. Number one, you have to shift from being pleasure-based focused with your nutrition to being value-based focused with your nutrition. These are things I share with my coaching clients, y'all. I share some game on my social media, but if you think man, boy, hit free stuff, fire. Man, I'm losing weight just doing the free stuff. Imagine what it was like getting with your boy inside the coaching program. I'm telling you, it's a whole nother level, okay? And so this is one of the things I talk about because there is a time where you do have pleasure. I'm talking about if you like eating burgers, the pizza, the tacos, the waffles. Guys, I always talk about me eating Waffle House from time to time. Guys, you don't have to give up the foods that you enjoy eating to lose weight. I'm not one of them coaches on social media that say, hey, sell your soul to the chicken and broccoli diet. Eat chicken and mixed vegetables for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Hell no. How long you gonna keep doing that? I gotta wake up and eat the same food every day? Man, I'm telling you, I got discipline, but I ain't that much discipline in the world. I might be able to do it for a certain period of time, maybe a couple of weeks. But shit, man, I'm at these days in my life, man, no. Maybe 2-3 days, max. I'm thinking about the next meal I'm eating. I'm thinking about something different. I need something different, okay? And so listen, most people though, what they do is this. They think pleasure all the time. What does pleasure look like? Pleasure looks like eating whatever you want to, when you want to. That's, if you want to eat you some chips, damn it, you go eat you some chips. If you want to eat croissants for breakfast, you go eat croissants. If you want to eat waffles for breakfast, you go eat waffles. If you want some Simply Lemonade, you go drink you some Simply Lemonade. Yeah, big ass stomach behavior. You just eating and drinking what you want to, when you want to. But some of y'all got kids. You don't let your kids eat what they want, when they want. And if you do, most times, the damn kids nowadays having abdominal obesity. They getting big as hell because the parents letting them eat what they want to eat, and now the parents eating like the kids. Wonder why everybody in the house big as hell. You can't do that, okay? So there has to be somewhat of balance. And so here's what I mean. You got to follow the 80-20 rule, okay? 80% of the time, you need to be value-based eating, okay? Most folks, 80% of the time, they are pleasure-based eating. That's why they can't lose weight. Value-based eating is, I'm eating food at the house. I know I'm busy, but I'm eating food at the house. I'm being mindful. I'm eating fish. I'm eating beef. I'm eating steak. I'm eating vegetables and fruits. Some folks be grown as hell, don't even be eating fruits and vegetables. They be eating burgers every day and trail mix. What do you think go happen? Of course you go have a big ass stomach. Look how you eating. Like, I just think about this for a second. If you was taking a test, and the teacher had on your test, John eating burgers almost every day. John eats trail mix every day. John's drinking energy drinks almost every day. You just looking at that. You just look at it. You be like, man, that dude probably big as hell. He drinking an energy drink because he tired as hell from all the junk food he eating. But you see it on the paper. But some folks are living like this. You can't do that, man. You can't. Okay? And so what we have to do is we got to flip it. 20%, you can eat your burgers. You can eat your pancakes. You can drink your alcohol. You can eat your tacos. Whatever you want to eat, man. Your Oreos, your cereal, your ice cream. You can do these things, y'all. You ain't trying to be no bodybuilder, so you don't have to cut out all your favorite foods like a bodybuilder do. Like I did that. When I did bodybuilding, I hated it, if I'm being honest. The one part that I did love is I never seen my body get as ripped as it got. I didn't even know it was possible to get that ripped. But the part that I hated was I couldn't eat my red velvet cake. Yeah, your boy, I'm a fat boy at heart, man. I just don't look like it. But I wanted me some red velvet cake so bad. It was eating me up. It was eating me up so bad. After my second bodybuilding show, I already had a piece of red velvet cake sitting in the car. And so before they even called out our names on who won, I was in the car. I was eating my red velvet cake. Everybody was like, damn, where Jay at? I was outside. Yeah, your boy was outside. No good. Big ass stomach behavior. But anyway, here's the thing. You can still enjoy yourself. You got to follow the 80-20 rule, okay? Value is the quality of food that you're eating. When you eat good quality food, you have energy after you eat. If you notice that after you eat a meal, you feel tired. You feel sluggish. You're experiencing erectile dysfunction. You have brain fog. Guys, this is a symptom of the poor food that you're eating. The quality of food is junk food. You can't eat like that all the time. Okay? That's too much pleasure. Pleasure-based food. Even now, guys, I can eat Waffle House or a big-ass burger from Shake Shack or Five Guys and a fry. Yes, I'm going to have some brain fog. I'm going to be tired. But I know I'm doing it intentionally. And so I know I'm going to be tired. Okay? But if you do it all the time, guess what happens? You got a tired-ass life. You tired every day. No good. Okay? So that's number one. I wanted to clear that up because this is very important. There's a difference between pleasure and value. You have to look at your life in that way and your nutrition. Second thing, now we're about to get into the more tactical side of things, all right, to help you really lose some weight. The people who are still here, congratulations. You better get some of this real sauce, okay? And if you do it, you will lose weight, all right? So number two, meal frequency. Meal frequency. One of the biggest issues that I see causes a lot of people to lose weight and gain weight. People who they drop 10, 15 pounds, they gain all the weight back, if not more. It's because of the lack of consistency that they have with their meal plan. There's no structure. Some days they snack all day and just eat one meal. Some days they don't even eat a damn meal. They just snack. Some days they eat 1 or 2 meals. And then the next day they're back to 1 or none. Guys, this is why your weight is fluctuating. Okay? This is why your weight will go up and down. You step on a scale almost every day and you like, damn, why the weight went down the other day, but now I'm back up 2-3 pounds. Guys, I get so many people in my DMs that tell me this. And I'm like, dude, what do you eat on a daily basis? Oh man, it just depends, man. Like, guys, when you live your life like that, if you have it depends meal plan, your weight go depend on it too. It's gonna be going up and down, okay? And so it's very important that you develop structure with your meal plan. And what I'm talking about specifically when I'm talking about structure right now is the frequency in which you eat meals. I'm about to give y'all some game. A lot of people think that they got to stop eating after 7 or 8 p.m. or they not going to lose no weight. Guys, that don't even matter. The time you eat does not affect your weight. What affects your weight is how much you eat over the course of a day and over the course of a week, okay? Like, guys, I've trained nurses. I've trained attorneys. I've trained people who run big businesses. They have very demanding lifestyles. They ass got to be up throughout the night. You telling me they can't lose weight just because they have to stay up throughout the night and they have to eat little snacks and meals here and there to make sure they ain't starving? No. And so you have to develop structure. And so what does this look like? See, now, your boy been doing it so long, man. I've been doing 15 plus years. So I come up with different methods and strategies to, break things down to my members and my clients to make it seem simple, which it is simple. And so it's the 3-2-1 diet, okay? What does the 3 stand for? That stands for 3 meals a day. You need breakfast, lunch, and dinner. These are very important, okay? This is very, very important. 2, what does the 2 mean in 3-2-1? 2 snacks throughout the day. You can have a snack in between breakfast and lunch, and then another snack between lunch and dinner, okay? When you do this, this helps you not feel like you're starving at different periods throughout your day. And so that way you're not like skipping lunch. You eat breakfast, then you skip lunch, then by the time you get to dinner, you binge eating because you're hungry as hell. I know some of y'all doing y'all head up and down. Hey, I be doing that. Yep, I be doing it. Or you skip breakfast and then you go straight to lunch. By the time you get to lunch, you can't even think straight. So you just inhale whatever you can get your hands on. You don't even want to think about what you go cook. You like, I just need some fast food because I'm so hungry, I don't even want to cook. This what be happening, y'all. All right. And so it's very important that you pay attention to the frequency in which you're eating meals. Okay? Very important that you pay attention to the frequency. All right? So you have 3 meals a day, 2 snacks a day, and then 1 cheat meal a week. You can actually get away with more, but if you're trying to drop weight quickly, you want to get rid of that big ass stomach fast, you're not trying to spend a whole nother year with your clothes not fitting. You're not trying to spend a whole nother year feeling self-conscious about, how people judging you because of how you looking, or maybe your love life ain't where it need to be at in the bedroom. Or you might not have a love life at all. All right? I don't want you to live like that too long. I'm trying to help you out right now. And so this is what you want to do. 1 cheat meal a week, not a day, not a weekend, a meal. Okay? That's pancakes, whatever you want to eat. It could be anything, y'all. 1 time a week. Okay? This is the structure and flow. If you do these things, this is how my coaching clients dropping 25 to 35 pounds in 3 months. Shouts out to Lance Moore inside the coaching program. He holds the record for most pounds lost in 3 months. He dropped 40 pounds in 3 months, y'all. 40 pounds. And what's crazy is Lance joined to be the moral support for his wife, Goldie. Goldie dropped 30 in 3 months. Guys, you don't have to be a rocket scientist. Your ass don't even have to be smart. You just got to be coachable. Even although my members are very, very smart. But what I'm saying is, God, it's so much easier than what you think it is. Most of y'all just lack structure. You're just winging it. You're dealing in hope. You're dealing in, I hope I lose this weight. I'm going to pray that I can lose this weight. But it doesn't have to, that doesn't influence anything. It's your habits. Most folks have a habit of not having structure. Most folks have a habit of winging it. And guess what you get when you wing it? Winging it ass results. The weight going up and down. You feeling shame, then happy. Then happy, then shame. Then you're sad, then you're embarrassed. Who want to go through that? That's exhausting. And so this is how you get over the weight fluctuation, okay? Develop a consistent eating pattern. This is what this is. 3 meals a day, 2 snacks, one cheat meal a week. If you do this, if you're serious about losing weight, do this, okay? Last thing, very, very important last thing though. Number 3, energy management. Energy management. Here's what I mean by this. Have you ever heard a coach or a trainer, most folks who rock with my content, I ain't the only person y'all rocking with. I already know y'all listening to somebody else too. It's okay. It's all right. You should be educating yourself. But here's the thing. If you ever heard a trainer or a coach say calories, all a calorie is a metric of energy. Okay? That's all it is. If you consume too much energy, you want to know what happens when your body consumes too much energy? It stores it as fat. Fat is just excess energy that your body did not burn off. And so when you see folks who are 30 pounds overweight, just know their body was not, they didn't work their body enough, or they consumed too much that their body just didn't have enough time to burn off. And so over time, they kept over consuming on calories and energy, and they kept on gaining weight. Y'all see them folks who be 600 plus pounds on I think it's called My 600 Pound Life or something like that. Or the Doctor Now. Yes. The Doctor Now. You looking down now, you see that big ass stomach. Your ass is eating too much. Okay? You're over consuming. But those people who are 600 plus pounds, they over consumed in abundance. I mean, they wasn't just eating a personal pan pizza. They was eating an extra large pizza or 2. They wasn't just drinking a little small Simply lemonade. They were drinking probably a whole big one, or 2, because they big as hell. And so this is how that happens, okay? The consumption and the pace of consumption. People who get that big, they're doing it a lot, real frequently. Like, I eat junk food just like they do. And just like, more than likely, some of y'all do. The speed at which I do it is not the same. That's what they call moderation. I'm just not doing it as frequently as most people do it. It might be once a week, maybe twice a week. But other people, they do it every day. And this is how the calories stack up so quickly. I drink Coca-Cola maybe once a week. I drink an old-fashioned once a week. But some people, they drink sodas daily. Simply lemonade daily. Can you see the difference on how fast somebody can gain so much more weight than somebody else just by drinking their calories? This is why calorie intake is so important. It's so important, it's almost like money. Whether you work for somebody or if you have your own business, if you start outspending how much you're making, what happens? Your ass gonna be broke. Yeah, you can be broke. You can be outside in the cardboard box up underneath one of them highways out here because you outspending. Same way with your energy intake, your calorie intake. If you overconsume, your body go keep getting bigger, and your energy is go keep getting lower because all that weight is stress on your body. This is how things like high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, different heart conditions like heart disease and heart failure happen. The weight start putting more and more stress on your organs and your body. Okay? So how do we solve this? So that way you don't have to worry about the health issues. You don't have to worry about your clothes not fitting. You don't have to worry about having man titties and back fat, overlapping back fat when you take your clothes off. You have to be aware of how much you're consuming with your calories, okay? I understand a lot of things that y'all be going through because I talk to so many of y'all. Like, guys, I talk to hundreds of people. And if there was like a dark side to being a coach, like if you truly care about people, like being a coach like I do, it's just seeing the suffering that y'all be going through. And what's even worse is some people normalize the suffering. Like when I talk to some people on phone call, they done gained so much weight, and they be like, yeah, my wife, she be waking me up at night. She see I be sounding like I don't be breathing. I be sitting there like, dude, you got sleep apnea. You don't even know you got sleep apnea. Guys, my granddad passed away at 46 years old from sleep apnea. He had a heart attack in his sleep when he went to go get a sleep study done. Very important that you understand your calorie intake. And so, simple way that you can find your calorie intake. You can go to Google and you can type in TDEE calculator. That stands for total daily energy expenditure. Okay, you do put your information in the little calculator. It's gonna give you a number. Now you don't want to eat that amount of calories per day. You want to reduce that amount. The amount that you reduce it by is based on how aggressively that you want to drop weight. Everyone a little different. Some people trying to drop weight aggressively, it might be too uncomfortable. And so you want to drop weight a little bit slower, okay? And so this is where having a coach helps, man. Like I map these things out for my coaching clients. And so that way they don't have to guess. They don't have to stress if what they're doing is right or wrong. But it's a you thing. Is how fast do you want to start dropping weight? I'm not talking about no damn 20, 30 pounds in a month. Like that's crazy. This is how folks end up getting sick and injuring themselves because they're losing weight too quickly, okay? No good. A safe, easy pace, 6, 8, 10, maybe even 12 pounds a month, depending on how heavy you are. But it's gonna start leveling out right around 6 to 10 or 6 to 8 pounds on a monthly basis, okay? But initially, if you're really heavy, you can drop weight. You can drop a lot of weight in a short period of time. Like I've had coaching clients drop 15, 20 pounds in a month when they initially start, but they ass ain't gonna keep that pace up. That's not a thing. See, I know some folks be looking at people on social media and they be like, oh, well, they did it. I can do it. Well, you don't know all the shit that they done had to go through to drop that type of weight in that period of time. You don't know the stress that they put on their body. You don't know how much time that they have on their hand, but you have this busy, demanding career or business, and you like, damn, man, I got to be able to think sharply. I can't be feeling like I'm starving all day. You need something that's going to support you and your situation. So you got to stop listening to other people's stories just on social media and they done lost some damn weight. You got to be listening to professionals who are helping people lose the weight. That way you have proper context. That way you're not injuring yourself and you find yourself back where you were, if not worse. Losing the weight because you starved yourself, and then you start gaining all of it back because now you're emotionally eating and you don't even know how to stop eating because you develop an eating disorder. Very important, okay? And so I want to talk about this real quick too, because I know some people tend to jump around from diet plan to diet plan, like the vegan diet, the keto diet, or what else is out there? The Atkins diet, the carnivore diet. Here's the thing. I had a coaching client the other day. He reached out to me. Shouts out to Brandon. He's down 60, I think he said 61 pounds, something like that. It's been like 7 months. Shouts out to Brandon inside the coaching program. And I think it was his sister-in-law that had mentioned to him and his wife that she had dropped, I think like 50 or 60 some pounds too, or maybe even 70 pounds, doing like a Caribbean or a Mediterranean diet or something like that. But she was telling them, him and his wife, that she didn't track calories. She just ate the right food. She just did the diet, did the Mediterranean diet. And so the reason I say this is because depending on how heavy you are, you can just start eating mindfully and you'll start dropping some weight initially, okay? And depending on the diet that you do, if it's so much better, if it's a lot better than the way you were eating prior, yeah, you go lose weight without even tracking. But here lies the issue. You're not in control of what really caused it. That his sister-in-law, she knows she's doing the Mediterranean diet that's allowed her to lose the weight. But imagine if she knew how much calories she was eating. Imagine if you truly knew, okay, here's how much my portions are. Because if you don't know your calorie intake, you won't know what your portions need to be. This is why it's important to know your calorie intake. Otherwise, you're just guessing. And so if she were to stop doing the Mediterranean diet, she wouldn't know how to keep the weight off. She wouldn't know because she don't know what her calorie intake is. And so in a way, she lucked up and found a hack, a way of eating that allowed for her to lose the weight. However, if she wanted to teach it to her kids or somebody else, they may not get the same results because she doesn't understand how to teach energy management. Because when you don't feel well, it's because you're not eating the right way. If you're lacking energy, you're always tired, you're not eating enough food, guys. Like, it's energy management. All right, that's the food that we eat. It gives us energy. I know at times when I don't eat for a long period of time, people be around me, they be like, damn, why Jay so quiet, man? Something wrong with him? Like, yeah, you damn right, I'm hungry as hell. I don't want to talk to nobody. Once the food done, I'm gonna talk. And so, some of y'all be the same way, hangry. So this is energy management. But the part of weight loss and being able to lose weight, you have to understand how to manage your energy in a comfortable way to lose weight, not in a way where you're suffering losing weight. Because if you're suffering losing that weight because you're in a 1,200 calorie, only eating 1,200 calories a day, guys, you're going to end up rebounding. You're going to gain that weight back. You're not eating enough. Okay? So it's very important to understand how to eat the right amount of calories and food on a daily basis and stop looking at this stuff like a diet. It's just a way of living. It's just a lifestyle. A lifestyle of understanding, okay, I need to be eating this much if I want to feel happy about how I look. I need to be eating this much if I want to have energy to be productive, to get to the bag, to be able to get my boo thing in the bedroom, the time of their life. If I want to be able to enjoy time with my kids and my family and not just be existing, you need energy. And so that's what calories is, energy management. You start to manage your calorie intake properly, you'll lose weight, but you'll notice that you still have energy, okay? So you follow this meal plan I just gave you guys, I'm telling you, you'll be able to lose the weight, okay? Other than that, we out of here. Let's get it. Yo, appreciate you for tapping in and listening to the podcast episode today. Hopefully you found it valuable. And if you did and you want to learn more about how I can help you lose the big ass stomach, transform your body, and get your health on point, DM me real results over on Instagram at JJacksonOfficial for more information. And I'll reach back out to you to do what I can to help you hit those health and fitness goals. Let's get it.